So funny. So I know it's been a wild 5 minutes. We were just gonna go for, a quick snack and a drink, and then all of a sudden the world just seemed to have ended.
Oh gosh.
Don't ask how the internet's still working. Just whatever. It is fine. It's fine. But it's okay.
We all knew it was gonna happen sooner or later.
I like the internet.
I have been buying beans for the last 20 years waiting for this moment.
Oh. Me too, but not in preparation of anything. I just keep forgetting I already own beans.
Wobbly will never jeopardize the beans.
The beans are love. The beans are life.
But I do keep doing that off in real life. But anyways, it's okay because, before the world ended, I took a couple of weeks to print off pages from wikiHow so we can remember how to do things. It's great. I am sorry though, I printed them on inkjet paper. My bad, I know. And I might have dumped a few gallons of water on them, but it's okay.
No. Oh no, they're wet.
They are.
Thank God, because we had way too much creepy last time.
Yeah, by the time of property, they are not in fact creepy.
So, but I think between all of us, we can kind of put together these steps and, and rebuild society.
I think we'll figure
with the information we have. Yeah. So,
all right, are you ready for me to move into our first one?
Yep.
All right, so here we go.
So, clearly the first thing we're all going to need to do is something we've always wanted to be doing, and that's to hunt a landlord.
How to hunt a landlord, okay.
Okay, so are we supposed to describe what we would do?
Well, I mean, the text is gone. It would probably tell us in great detail what it wants us to do, but I guess at this point we're just gonna have to figure it out from the pictures.
Well, okay. I mean, clearly, in the first image, they're encouraging us to use our existing resources to get renewable food sources from the second one. This is where the birds are very important.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were going to throw a bird at a landlord and, distract them.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
Well, how do you get the bird in the first place? Have you ever tried to catch a bird? The donut is going to help.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We need the donut. Also, I'm not about to give up my pheasants to a landlord. Do I look like I pay rent? No.
What if it's a yellow-bellied finch? Are you willing to give that up?
No, I think extra not, actually. I'm very attached to my avians.
It does feel like the last step is to challenge your landlord to a breakdance battle.
Yeah, I was about to say, it does very much look like you're breakdancing.
Or you're using them as a bad.
So is the hunting process, are they drawn to breakdance competitions and that's how you're going to get them there? Or are you going to challenge them and they're going to lose so badly that they'll die from embarrassment?
Is breakdance the only challenge that people respect in the afterworld?
I could believe that. It's a test of physical fitness and skill and coolness.
What if it's these are how sometimes WikiHow segments have an optional thing? So maybe there's here's 3 options that you could use to, what was it again? Trap and kill your landlord?
How to hunt a landlord.
Hunt a landlord. Okay, so first
of all, monsters? I'm not trapping anything. I'm not a monster.
So to take no prisoners. Landlord, first you could leave out a donut or a bagel as it does kind of look like a pizza bagel. You could leave out a pizza bagel as bait. If that doesn't work, and you happen to have access to a kestrel, use the kestrel to hunt the landlord. 3, landlords fucking love dance battles. This is known.
But, okay.
Claim your apartment through the powers of falconry.
Well, we might get more hints in the second slide. Each one, I got 3 pages at least of everything. So,
oh god, there's more.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is only the first. So you're in a dance battle, but what do you do after that?
Oh, he's so embarrassed. I outdanced him by a mile. So,
you can see how proud you are of this accomplishment in that second image.
Yeah, you I think cut off your jaw in excitement. I'm not certain.
Oh, no.
And the third one is, of course, the giraffe. Giraffes are known to love to shame landlords. So if you bring a landlord anywhere near them, they'll just start, like, sucking on their eyebrows. That's their primary method of shaming
The middle one
landlord.
seems like it's trying to communicate to me that the best way to, like, in the process of hunting a landlord would be to embarrass them by romancing their lover. You take like a rose between your teeth, or I guess in this case, like a sprig of parsley.
Well, it's a radioactive rose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's the apocalypse.
Look, if you really wanna defeat your landlord, you have to claim his giraffe wife, and the first step to that, romance.
Romance.
The
Giraffes
first
are
one is
known
just-
romantics.
It's so, like, defeated. It's like the fucking Yamcha pose of just, like, being curled up in a crater.
Giraffes evolved the long neck for additional hickey real estate. That is how romantic they get.
That's not the only long thing they have, you know what
Oh,
I'm
no.
fucking saying.
They have very long legs, too. Yeah, I know.
They're very tall.
I think that's 3 on the penis count.
Ding.
Yeah. Okay, so we've seduced his giraffe wife and stolen him.
That makes
and
sense.
shamed him. Yeah, okay, so, and, third step. Ooh,
Is that a gargoyle?
Yeah, it looks like a gargoyle. It looks like you're gonna swing in from the canopy, because we're in the jungle. Ride a elephant to go challenge the gargoyle. Was the gargoyle the landlord the whole time?
I mean, they do sit on top of buildings.
Oh.
Well, clearly we gotta keep the landlord away now, and what better way to do that with demons?
Actually, I'm wondering, like, was the first landlord kind of like a sub-landlord, like a mini-boss? And this is, like, the true landlord?
Yeah, like you
Wait.
defeat him and take his wife.
Oh yeah, like in Dark Souls, the Bell landlords. I remember
This
that
is
boss
like
fight.
if you go through the game without using any continues, this is the landlord that you unlock. And have to fight.
Oh, I'm
This is
sorry, you don't have a
MVP.
sub-landlord? Is your landlord even taking ownership seriously?
I know my landlord has a health ball that precedes their coming.
I also
I'm just
wanna-
aware of it.
I want to point out in the first panel where we're being chased by a alligator.
Of course.
I
An
mean,
alligator that's flying.
That's Pitfall Harry for you.
Also, I feel like we're all doing a great job ignoring the elephant in the middle panel, but I'm gonna bring it up.
yeah.
Oh, come on.
I hate that. I hate that for all of
Also,
us.
why is the elephant goring itself?
Oh.
Are they like
Radiation.
beavers? Are they like beavers where if they don't grind their tusks down, they'll eventually like twist around?
I think that's the trunk, but same concept, yeah.
Oh, okay. If it's the trunk, then he's probably safe unless he has a very sharp trunk.
I mean, you
I
just gotta
also-
grind the trunk down, it's fine.
Okay, that makes sense. No, I accept that answer. No notes.
Okay.
notes.
Well, I'm glad we've defeated the main boss landlord, and we now own our own property. It's pretty gret.
Did we
Long
notice that
last.
the weapon that we're bringing to fight the landlord is a pair of scissors? I just don't know if we noticed.
I mean, he's got bat wings. I guess maybe we're gonna like clip those or something.
Again, no notes.
You know, scissors are just a double-bladed sword, but they fucked up and they put both the blades in the middle.
If it's a pair of kitchen shears, you've made yourself like, if you break them apart, you've just made yourself like a dual wielding swords.
And my axe! And the
Thank you,
kitchen
Gimli.
shears.
All right. So the next thing we're going to need to know how to do in the apocalypse is how to start a Funko Pop collection.
Clearly.
The only thing that can survive the radiation.
Well, the thing
Look,
is that,
Pops.
you know, all the people are gone, right? They got raptured or whatever happens in the apocalypse. I don't know. But they left behind all their Funko Pops? Obviously, you can ignore the ones that took them out of their boxes, but if you're going to start a collection, there's probably a lot of still boxed ones sitting around.
We're gonna need calories for that. That's clearly the first image. Bulk up.
I guess like the second one then is like mid-rapture, the Funko Pop collector guy being like, "Don't steal my Funkos!"
Just looking at the sky with a pair of binoculars, trying to pick out which guy looks most likely to have a Funko Pop collection that I could pirate.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's
That one
definitely the
right
guy.
there?
It's definitely the guy wearing a skull cap. That's the one who's gonna. If I have to look at a room full of people, which one has a Funko Pop collection? It's the guy in the skull cap.
That guy went to theater school.
I feel like you've all neglected to mention that there's a butt in the first panel being held up.
I mean, it's you handing the nerd back his ass after you steal his Funko Pops. And you've roasted him.
I genuinely overlooked it, but looking at it now, it kind of feels like the chef has like a thought bubble about knives. Like, man, I love knives. That's why I got into this job in the first place.
This is pretty terrific.
I can use the knife to get the Funko Pops.
Not everyone can do what they love. My dad always said, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And boy, I love knives.
I feel like the third one is like an anime wife.
Uh-huh.
No, I already married the giraffe.
Like a gacha wife?
I mean, her eye, like, one of her eyes is, like, robotic, though, so maybe, like, this is the protector anime waifu, like, you go to steal the Funko Pop collection, and she, like, activates in the corner or something.
Yeah.
I think the important thing to recognize here is that we're in the apocalypse, and we're trying to start a Funko Pop collection. I think that it's possible that they've created a new line of, like, irradiated Funko Pops.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're ubiquitous enough that maybe they've become currency.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out, guys. I got the new Cronin Pop.
Cronin Pop.
All right,
man.
so what do we do at this point? We've already bulked up and watched all of the Funko Pop owners get raptured.
Okay.
Dental hygiene.
Obviously you're going to eat one of them, or...
I mean, you bulked up. I don't think you understand, but oral health is a big part of bodily health. So
After you've bulked up, you have to be really careful that some food didn't get stuck in your teeth. You can see, like, some lettuce on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Despite what your insurance may tell you, your teeth are actually a very important part of your body.
they really are.
And
Also, you're stealing boxes from the back of a crashed FedEx truck when the FedEx truck...
Where are you getting the Funko Pops, right?
Yeah, he got raptured because he was a Funko Pop owner and crashed the car. And now you get to steal the Funko Pops out of the back of his car.
And I think it's pretty obvious what's happening in the third photo. I mean, if you are going to find Funko Pops in the apocalypse, you're going to need to make sure they're not irradiated. So that's the Geiger counter that you carry around with you?
I thought that was the scouter.
Look, the Cronin Pop line is authentically radiated, and you have to verify it. Otherwise, you're bringing home plastic.
You're never going to know. You're never going to know unless you invest in good instrumentation.
Mm-hmm. Look, Funko Pop collecting is a science, and you need to be able to read the meters.
All right, so what do we do at this point? So we found the irradiated Funko Pops. We've tested them. We know they're authentic. They're the real deal.
Our teeth in good shape.
Yeah, we made sure that our gums aren't bleeding.
From the radiation.
I see. Let the Cronin Pop fuse with your hand.
I mean, you don't need hands anymore. You have all the Funko Pops to do things for you now.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Go get more? That'd be
If you
stupid.
find a fake Funko Pop, just throw it out the window. It's trash.
I think that at this point the Funko Pops have gained sentience because they've been exposed to enough radiation, so you have to let them out of their box to breathe. Maybe give them a little balloon. Let them have a nice time. Also, your pet bird is there. There's just a fucking bird in the bottom left.
You know what there is? There's a fucking kiwi in the corner.
5 Nights at Funko.
A kiwi is judging you still.
They say in the midst of nuclear winter, the two things that will survive are cockroaches and kiwis.
Also, can we talk about how the far right, it looks like a Speedo, but those are clearly arms?
Or legs, and you just have a...
No, they look like arms.
This is the ideal Funko Pop collector if you do collect the full irradiated Cronin Pop line.
This is where you unlock your true potential.
Yeah.
Also, you use money. By exchanging Funko Pops, you can get money, which somehow still has worth in the currency.
Who knows?
I mean,
maybe,
as much worth as a Funko Pop does.
Or maybe it's suggesting to us that money is now valueless and we should exchange it immediately for Funko Pops before people realize.
Yeah.
That's a good
Especially
point.
because our hands are like melting into meat.
Yeah. Well, that's why we need the Funko Pops.
Well, it's partially a consequence of handling so many irradiated Funko Pops, I think.
We all sacrifice for our art.
So if we did need to start a Funko Pop collection, I think we've established pretty well how we would go about it, right? We bulk up, we rob the FedEx guy, we make sure that they're the real quality, okay? You gotta just throw out the trash. You gotta be able to recognize the difference between the real thing and the trash.
You obtain a kiwi, you fucking get rid of all your money, then you go swimming.
I hope that when we talk about
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I hope that in the apocalypse we all recognize the value of a good kiwi.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, look at them.
Do not leave home without your kiwi.
They're cute as hell.
Yeah, and you know, in a pinch, they can be used just like their namesake. You can bite into them. Skin and all.
No.
Look, they're
Skin it all, oh my god.
They're full of juice, and they're also all expert marksmen. Crack shots.
Wet, not creepy.
Mm-hmm.
How to maintain your vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna, like, you gotta,
This is good.
like,
I don't
take care
consider
of it.
myself handy. I really wouldn't know what to do if my last vehicle on Earth somehow started acting up. I just wouldn't know where to start.
Modify your toilet to include a foot bath.
I mean, the second one is you talk over your plan with your body pillow of what looks to be like, I don't know, Ted Cruz.
He does look like Ted Cruz. I was about to say that.
I dislike that we have spoken Ted Cruz body pillow into the world. I feel like this is gonna be a thing
I'm
later.
most worried that Sanguinary typed in Ted Cruz body pillow.
You're in luck. My cat is on my keyboard currently, so you're safe for now.
All right.
Oh, Ted Cruz, we're really in it now, I say as I lean my head against my pillow.
I need to ask and clarify this thing, right? If a giraffe can be a wife, can a gorilla be a vehicle in the apocalypse?
Only if he has a giant man hand.
Are we maintaining our gorilla who carries us around in his very large palm to find Funkos?
Is this like a kind of like, you know those foam hands they give out at sports games? Is that like this sort of situation? He's got a foam human hand.
He's very sensitive about his small hands, and he has found a way to solve it, and you're really kind of embarrassing him by pointing it out.
Oh, I see that Donald Trump has had some side effects from their radiation.
Wow, doubly cursed. Doubly cursed.
Oh, God.
Too much.
Can we return to the Ted Cruz body pillow, please?
I'm sorry.
Somehow
I'm sorry.
Ted Cruz body pillow is less cursed.
It's true. I don't want to. You know what? Now that you said it, I'm sorry for bringing up Donald Trump. I do want to think more about Ted Cruz now.
So much better.
The toilet on the right. I guess you can't really drive your vehicle with dirty feet. So
yeah, but like, is toilet water? I guess water's in short supply. You gotta reuse it. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like, if
you're
you
gonna have to
get
over your preconceived notions about where water comes from.
Yeah, so you gotta start peeing in your dirty foot water.
Look, I've played Oxygen is not included. I know what you need to do to purify, like, wastewater. I'm ready for this.
Is it don't?
It's a long process, dude.
What does this have to do with maintaining vehicles? Is this like getting in the mindset, like, be shamed by a gorilla, talk to your body pillow, clean your feet?
Well,
I'm imagining myself being in that scenario. I'd need those things, yeah.
If the gorilla is the vehicle, perhaps the Ted Cruz body pillow and the foot bath belong to the gorilla and not to us.
No.
Maybe we gotta make sure that the habitation for our vehicle is good.
She's holding that body pillow, like, in a pretty adoring way. Let's see the next slides.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if we'll get a better picture with more information.
Oh god, someone did Ted Cruz body pillow.
No. Chat. As a person who speaks great evil into the world, no.
A lot of things we could have chosen to not do, and that was one of them.
Okay, step 1. Befriend WobblyPython.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right, I mean, he's the only person I know.
WobblyPython, do you know how to maintain a vehicle?
Shockingly, yes, actually.
See, okay.
Yeah, he owns a motorcycle.
So, I mean, I think this WikiHow article's absolutely perfect. No notes.
I'm gonna help you tension the chain on your gorilla.
You ever seen that picture of, like, the Japanese man walking around in a fucking sleeping bag with legs? And it looks like a big gray garbage bag.
Yeah.
It's an image.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to run away from everyone else's, like, untuned gorillas. So you got to, like, always be on the run. You could be sleeping, and then somebody's rampaging gorilla vehicle is just, you know, flying all over the place, and you got to pick up and haul.
There's gorillas on cinder blocks all up and down the street because it's a rough neighborhood.
Look, somebody stole all the parts, and you just gotta put it up on blocks for a bit.
The third one's explain to your friend the car troubles you're having. He will yell at you. He will make you feel bad about the car troubles as if it's a personal moral failing. But this is a necessary step. You have to just get through it.
I want to say it looks kind of like Skybill's. Like if she had like a little bit of scoliosis.
Yeah.
And a willingness to berate you about your gorillas.
She's wearing a headdress right now, so she's the head of vehicles.
Oh my god.
Specifically vent your problems about the vehicle to Sky.
Ask Wobbly for help. Dress up like a Japanese guy. Talk to Skybills.
Yeah, see
Uh-huh.
what she has to say.
Think about it for like some time.
What
Crowdsourcing
is going on?
Just think about how fucked you are.
Yeah.
Pray to your odometer and hope that the number goes down.
Oh, speedometer of 0, please stop being 0. I'd like for you to be greater than 0.
And then you pick up.
Reach into your gross collection of fucking skin tags that you just have laying around.
No.
I was gonna say, like, pick up like your beans and throw them around your car to get rid of the demons.
Your box of baked beans, correct.
Or maybe they're just like little shells, little nut shells, peanut shells.
Collect isopods for your gorilla, clearly.
Yeah, and you've got a hair curler for the isopods.
Put lipstick
I
on
love
your
it.
second mouth.
God, what is going on with that face?
I think that this is like a representational, like you have to envision successfully operating your gorilla, and you've got the gorilla overlaid on the head, maybe?
It's like
It's a red gorilla. They
This
go
is
faster.
this is post the irradiated Funko Pop collection.
yeah. You've got like a second bigger nose in the top right. Your lipstick is on fire.
Literally on fire.
Your mascara brush is on your wet chin. You've only got one eye, and your nose is kind of sloughing off. And oh god, I hate all of
Should have
this.
never gotten those Funko Pops. I'm gonna be honest, I think the Funko
Yeah.
Pops were a mistake.
They were definitely a lot more of a mistake than the box of isopods, which was a great choice.
Great investment.
Yeah.
All right,
They'll
all
help
right.
you break
So,
down organic matter.
oh, okay. So,
I still
okay.
don't know how this helps me with my vehicle.
I feel
mean,
like
you
if I
sprayed
followed
through
these
your car.
steps, I feel like if
Yeah.
I followed
Maybe-
these steps, my car would probably be
Look,
working again.
it's simple, right? First, you get a hold of your gorilla, you contact them, you make sure that like you're good. Then you crowdsource your friends and you talk about your problems with your gorilla, with all of them. And then at the end of it, you just pray to the holy odometer and feed them a lot of bugs. It's easy. You'll be fine.
Maybe the moral of the story is that in the apocalypse, your vehicle won't work. It'll just stop working at one point. You won't be able to figure out how to fix it, and you're fucked.
Unless you operate by these machine rights.
Also, to answer for the chat, to pull back the curtain, each and every one of these images is from a wildly different prompt. Like, I think the one on the far right is how to put lipstick on a fish.
That explains a lot.
So, like, I don't remember what some of these other ones are. So none of these are related to anything. They were
Yeah,
all
they're just a fun
differently.
storytelling exercise.
Yeah. And we don't have any concepts. Sanguinary made all these and gave them to us, and we just have to kind of figure out what we're doing, and we're seeing them for the first time.
Sure.
I've never seen this gorilla a day in my life.
So how to grow the best produce?
First, sample the seeds.
Taste
I
them
mean-
for freshness.
Look, seeds grow best in a moist environment, so put them in your mouth.
Secondly, you have to get your seagull repellent because seagulls, they'll eat anything, especially seeds. You've gotta be on your guard.
This is a very sneaky seagull we're seeing here as well. He's holding up his wings so that you can't see that he's about to eat all your seeds. Very sneaky. You have to be on the lookout because, you know, to someone from the other perspective on the outside, you may not even know that seagull's there. Just
But
one
luckily,
giant wing.
if you look in the bottom left, you got a little spray bottle. And I think it's hooked up to, like, you know those videos of, like, the automated, like, compressed air?
Yeah, the
and you just
cis
put them
cat
up.
things.
Yeah, and they spray at the cat when the cat tries to jump up. It's like that, but with seagulls and acid.
If you do want to keep the seagulls out, though, you can hire Waluigi to do karate at them.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like community building and surrounding yourself with, like, powerful survivors such as Waluigi is like a core tenet to apocalypse survival. Like, no man is an island.
He's kind of a dick ever since he got into the karate thing, though.
Yeah, but he's on your side.
I know karate. Do you know karate? I don't think you do. Look at me. I'm a black belt. I'm a black belt. What are you? Like a white belt? Oh my god, a white belt?
Waluigi would absolutely be the sort of guy who would take karate and stop at the purple belt, just because obviously he's gonna stop at the purple
Just
belt.
so he has the purple belt.
Yeah.
For the aesthetic.
He's like, I was only here for the purple belt.
It's like you could have just bought one. No.
Okay, this is a wild segue, but I have got to ask, right? So, Mario and Luigi, plumbers, Wario, a game developer. What the fuck does Waluigi do for a living?
Tax collector.
Everyone else has a job, hippie.
Waluigi.
A tax collector?
Yeah, he's here for Yoshi.
Personally, I think he's Wario's trophy wife. He's a stay-at-home husband.
I could buy that.
I respect that.
Oh, so Mario used Yoshi as a tax write-off?
I never really looked at it that way, but yeah, I guess so.
Because he's a racing horse, so you can write him off as a loss. Okay, we need to really get moving. There's so many slides.
Yeah, okay, alright.
So, obviously you've punched away all of the seagulls.
So now
Don't
you're
worry,
just
I'm there for
contemplating
you.
your
What the fuck is that?
planter?
It's like a bagel with a growth.
It's like a little bagel man.
It's like a lizard with a bagel for a head.
I have never been described so
Banana
rudely in my
slug.
life.
Okay.
Dear God.
Oh, is this Wobbly again?
Giant banana slug.
Get Wobbly out of your garden.
De-wobbly your garden. Talk to the hippo of wisdom.
He'll eat all
Think
your
about
cucumbers.
killing yourself.
If I had to go back to farming, I would consider it. Oh God.
There's a hippo with 3 eyes, though, so he's extremely wise.
The hippo is there to provide fertilizer for the best produce. Remember, we're still doing best produce here. And the third one is, you know, just keep an eye on them, you know, observe the passage of time and enjoy the fruits of your labor.
And you're holding a leash, which is also wrapped around your neck for some reason.
No, this is somebody who is, like, wistfully leaning against a bookshelf, while, you know, putting a hand underneath her chin and watching as time goes by.
It's a good
Look, I'm not here to yuck any yums, but maybe that one's none of our business.
Ah, yes.
What-
David Carradine.
What you
best.
do there is up to you.
I do really like the hippo. It's very nice.
It is a very good hippo. So build a greenhouse. That one's
Mm-hmm.
obviously that should have been in an earlier step, but the person who wrote this WikiHow article totally forgot about it.
Yeah, which is-
Optionally, hunt a landlord out of their greenhouse.
Oh, that's true.
Just to circle back.
Scare Wobbly out of your garden again.
He got
Wobbly,
a little
get
bit
outta here.
larger.
I like figs. I'm sorry.
Or maybe give him a little kiss. Kind of looks like you're giving him a little kiss.
If you bump noses with him, he will respect this as a display of power and then leave.
I'm secretly just really embarrassed, and I don't know what to do next.
So the question is, what do you do once you've already grown the best produce? And I think you use it to like get some energy so you can finally pursue your hobby you've always wanted to do, which is shark surfing.
Or if Wobbly still won't leave your fucking garden, this is the one thing that will impress him so much that he will leave. He'll be like, I can't compete with that.
Yeah, the hand actually, it's holding a leash. You can't see it, it's slightly out of frame, but it's actually dragging Wobbly out of your garden.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a post-apocalypse jet skiing situation then. Like, you're making your own fun, you know?
Yeah, and if you try hard enough, you can actually fuse with the shark from the knee down.
Well, that's because you keep eating irradiated vegetables and, you
God
know,
damn it.
I have crashed a lot of couches, and it always ends the same way. Sharks and leashes.
I mean, the last time you came over here, you fused with my shark. I had to throw him away, Wobbly. I hope you know that.
Sorry. I don't mean to ruin a perfully good shark. It's just,
I left him on the couch and you just, like, I woke up and he was fused.
Well, you're the one who left the uranium available. It's an issue.
It's just being a good host.
Okay, so it's time to figure out one of the more important things, especially for those of us trying to start our own Funko Pop collection, is how do you actually close the business deal? You find the guy, he's got the last Cronin Pop that you need. How do you seal the deal?
Okay, well, first off, you have to try and not be horrified by, like, his whole situation. Where he's got, like, another body growing out, and then some arms growing out of that.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Some people, they've got situations going on, especially with the irradiation. You can't judge.
Plum says first shake elbows, which I think is going to be the new thing in the future.
Oh yeah, because you don't want to touch someone's hand.
No.
Yeah. Look, we've seen one pandemic. We don't need another one so soon.
Then
keep your hands to yourself.
Then you buy the whole fucking moon. Then you grab the moon.
You just stuff it in your bag. Just stuff it in there.
Is that the business deal we're going for? Is actually we're trying to see whether or not we can seal the deal on buying the moon?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to take it to the moon.
This
it's a
WikiHow
phrase
article
you remember.
was written for exactly one guy, and that guy's name is Elon Musk.
Please, not until later.
How do you buy the moon? Thank God someone wrote that article.
I fully believe that guy already has a Funko Pop collection.
Oh,
I can't prove it.
Well, that's why he doesn't need it for his
certain.
Funko Pop collection. He needs it for the moon.
And in the third one, you're drinking water that has been you can see there's like a baby orca in the background, and you're drinking the water that baby orca was in, thereby by starving it, because you're Elon Musk and you're a fucking nightmare of a person.
The only way
You
to
do shit
effectively
like that.
close a business deal is you need to get the upper hand in negotiations. And in order to do that, first you have to start by confusing your opponent. They can't predict you if you're confusing your opponent. So when they offer you a glass of water, pretend you don't know how to drink water. Try to drink it from the side of the glass. Say, I'm sorry, I think my water's broken. Say, I'm sorry, I think my water's broken.
Soften their defenses by convincing them that you are a fool.
Or like, this is a display of power and cruelty, because you're like, look, there's this beached orca behind me, and this water would make him feel better, but I'm just gonna drink it slowly in front of him.
I'm so committed to sealing this deal that I'm going to ignore this dying creature behind me. Their fate is in your hands. If we can close this deal, I will go make sure that orca's taken care of.
The orca of Damocles hangs thirsty behind your head.
But first, you must sell me the moon.
What is
A
this
lightsaber fight with Chewbacca?
It's Bigfoot.
Please, it is
It's
Bigfoot. Yeah.
Bigfoot has a lightsaber too?
I mean,
Where do you think he's been?
I think these two images are out of order. I think the mushrooms depicted here are, you take the mushrooms and then you get into a lightsaber fight with Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's like Mario. You're trying to power up.
Samuel Squanch will aid you in your negotiating.
And after you win the lightsaber fight with Bigfoot, you're feeling kind of fucked up from those mushrooms. So you're kind of like just like hunching over, like, I think I'm gonna throw up.
this is you like burying Bigfoot, because like you did kill him with a lightsaber.
So you're like in the process of starting to dab over his grave.
Yeah. You're just like, Again, I killed a whale. I killed Bigfoot with a lightsaber. Are you gonna
remember
really?
That we are still trying to close a business deal. So this this is a show of dominance, right?
Yeah,
like,
you're trying to like impress upon this man what will happen to him if he does not sell you the moon.
We're playing the two prongs of mercilessness and foolishness.
Right.
We don't know how to drink a water, but we sure as fuck can kill a Bigfoot with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Is that the sort of person that you'd like to reject their offer in negotiations?
Yeah, I mean, like, reject at your own risk.
We're
I'll
still
fucking
being
dab on your
polite.
grave in a monastery robe.
My religion is fucking you up.
Oh, okay. So we've done some impressive displays. I guess.
Oh god.
You have to
I
bring
guess-
something to the table in negotiations, right? Like, if you want the moon,
Yeah.
you can't just say, I want the moon. You have to show, like, what are you willing to offer? And for that, you can bring your finest cow and some magic beans. These are what I offer you. I would like to purchase the moon. I'm bringing my finest cow
Yeah.
and some magic beans.
Traditionally, I mean, you were more likely to trade like livestock. It's a very common business deal to just be like, yeah, I'll trade you my cow. Interestingly, this one seems to be a bull. Because it does have horns, so
Yep.
I guess it's my finest bull.
Sorry.
It is the apocalypse. It might just be both.
It's true. It's true.
missing
this
a
is
leg,
a non-binary cow.
It's important to remember that when you're doing negotiations, however, not to offer it all right up front, right? You say, I'd like to offer you this bull. You have the magic beans there. Wait for them to counteroffer, right? Don't just throw the magic beans in, because they may have accepted a lower offer.
And so the second one, that's
Red.
when they bring out the genie.
That's
And
And they
their
not-
counter
genie.
with a genie.
Oh no.
It's
Red.
their genie, not our genie. They're intimidating us, and you have to be aware that the genie derives its power from the sun.
we're
They're
trying to buy the
intimidate. Yeah,
Oh.
they're trying to intimidate you into backing off on your deal, and not injuring them grievously because they won't sell you the moon. So what you have to do is you have to hire Albert Wesker and the Blue Man Group.
Like,
Oh,
you
the
gotta
bull
bring a
of the sun.
posse.
And that'll get rid of the genie's powers. Oh, I get it.
All right, I'm following along.
You could potentially, if you get an opportunity to talk one-on-one with the genie, man to genie, you may just be able to wish for the moon at that point, in which case you don't really need to figure out the rest of the business deal. You're good.
Yeah, like, but at the same time, like, is it wishing for a moon or the moon? Like, you
Ooh.
have to be...
Yeah, you gotta be
If-
careful.
yeah.
That monkey paw will curl.
Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah.
careful you're getting the genuine article. And that's where the posse comes in, to beat the shit out of the guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Look, you can get wishes out of genies in a few ways, right? Like, we know about rubbing lamps,
Right.
we know about fooling a genie and tricking him
Absolutely.
into giving you wishes.
Mhm.
Or you just bring Albert Wesker and the Blue Man Group and you beat the shit out of him. Just wail on that guy. Curb stomp a genie.
Right.
Mhm.
It's known
That's the
that a
third
human cannot defeat a genie, but 3 humans, or alternatively 1 human and 2/3 of the Blue Man Group, can defeat a genie.
one. I think we all know that musicians are not mere humans.
That's true.
I mean, I've read a magazine.
Oh yeah, and I went to a Blue Man Group concert once.
Mhm.
Those guys are not human.
Right.
The genie just really hates blue makeup, and it just gets everywhere. And he's like,
yeah,
if you just stay
it's
away
blue.
from me.
It's very offensive.
Yeah.
The Blue Men show up and the genie realizes that he has to go home and change.
I can't believe you wore that.
So how would you prepare for a multi-state move? Arguably, there may not be a state system anymore at that point, but if there were, how would you move across state lines?
I mean, I feel like the first image is suggesting that you should explore your options for states and maybe just, temporarily try being a gas.
Yeah. It's a good point. Like, you could try being a guest, but you're missing a couple of stages. But
I've been a solid all my life. I'm ready to sublimate.
Oh, really? I've been like 70% fluid for like most of mine.
Okay.
Okay,
it's
so
interesting on this side of the fence. You should try it.
Okay.
so going from that just means like in the second photo, you're trying to excite your molecules and get them up into a gaseous state by kind of jumbling them around a little bit, like you're rifling in a box.
And of course, finally, you fuck it up a little bit at first. So instead of turning into into a gas, you turn into an alien, and you don't really have anything better to do, so you gotta shame Dora the Explorer. You just gotta shame her for her bad life choices. You gotta be like, how did buying that map turn out for you?
Swiper still swiped. It didn't matter what you said.
Yeah.
I really need to draw some attention to this. Reverend Gumby in chat, I don't think anybody has ever described me in more perfect terms than that. Occupies my immediate volume. That is... Wow. Layered.
Let's have a look at the next one.
So we definitely wanted to change states, but we didn't have the know-how to do it right. We accidentally ended up in the fourth unknown state, the alien state. So we have to consult the guru.
Yeah, we have to talk to God.
We have to give our body to the guru and just become brain.
But then turns out that God isn't real, so we have to talk to a neural network, which is literally just a brain connected to a computer.
Hi, Dolly.
Dolly is perfect.
We asked Dolly to draw himself.
Just slap your brain on the computer keyboard. I mean, this is just a picture of the four of us from the last week, so...
I have become one with the machine.
This is a deeply powerful set of 3 images, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
and then you have to play volleyball in a Roman Colosseum.
You can make a religion out of these.
People are going to see these 40 years from now and think, what did they worship?
Oh, perfect.
What was their culture like back then?
Honestly, that would have been a better setup for this game. Just like, oh, we're trying to de whatever this culture.
Hey,
so
it.
Yeah.
Yep, saving it for next time.
That one goes in the box.
I think we've come up with like 3 or 4 news segment ideas in this.
It happens.
Yeah. So we
happened last
consulted
time,
God. We ended up consulting a computer as well. Kind of weighed the options against one another.
and then fight the beast.
Or we became it. I don't know. Like maybe, like we're trying to try.
God said, gas, liquid, and solid. Those are for losers. Try demon. I recommend demon. If I could recommend a multi-state move, I'd say go all the way to demon.
How about unknowable? Did you consider unknowable?
And then, unfortunately, it kind of turned out being a demon, like, sucked. Like, look at how many legs. It's got 6 legs and a tail.
Too many legs.
And, like, no eyes.
And the tail has a mouth. That's too many mouths to feed in the apocalypse.
Yeah, it was a really inconvenient state.
I feel like the last image is telling us that if we ultimately can't become a gas, or maybe a liquid if you're a quitter, that you should go to Mars, where you will not be inundated with the temptation of a breathable atmosphere to wish to become one with it.
And then you'll go to Jupiter, because that's Jupiter there.
Well, you're hitchhiking.
Jupiter's on Mars. A lot of people don't know that, actually.
Yeah, and Jupiter's made of gas, so it's like, even if you can't be gas, you're just kind of like blending in, right?
If you can't be them, join them.
Yeah. And in the middle is, of course, your existential roller coaster ride, where you
you turn back into solid, and you're just like, where is my life gone?
Yeah, you're like pondering like the disappointment of beast form, and that's when you become an astronaut and you travel to Mars and then Jupiter.
Well, you hitch a ride on Mars to Jupiter.
Yeah, it truly is a multi-state move.
I've played enough Kerbal Space Program to know that that's a valid strat, actually.
So we have our Funko Pop collection, and now we're being robbed.
Yeah, we have to fight a horde of bandits.
We have to figure out how to protect ourselves, and more importantly, our Funko Pops. They have threatened to open the boxes. I want to put that out there. I want you to know what you're up against.
Oh, it's fucked
they're
up.
too hard.
Okay, so clearly we tried to build defenses, but even this article knows that we're shit at building defenses, because
Those
look at
defenses
this.
do not look like they would hold up. And I think this
They
WikiHow article is explaining to us, you will fuck this up. This is what will happen if you try.
Like,
Look,
bandits are amazing at limbo, and they'll just limbo right under that.
This is the price we pay for dethroning the landlord, because now who's going to call contractors?
So now we need to refill our chicken gun.
You will need to arm yourself in the apocalypse. This is non-negotiable. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions, but we will need to arm ourselves in the apocalypse. So go ahead and start putting marbles into your chicken gun.
But
Oh,
unfortunately, you will run out. So you're gonna need to bribe other birds, like this handsome parrot.
Look,
Like-
this has been a recurring theme. If you haven't figured it out now, if you're going to survive the apocalypse, you need friends, and several of them need to be birds.
I don't know why I was really into birds. I don't know. I
These
don't
prompts
know.
has been bird friend is going to help you solve your problems, or eat your seeds. It's a little bit questionable.
I have generated a lot of prompts that were fighting birds, and I can't tell you what was on my mind.
Fighting
I
birds
tried-
was on your mind.
I tried really hard to get something that was like Nicolas Cage being attacked by birds. It was, I think it was Captain Picard being attacked by birds, and he was just kind of like standing there looking very serene with like a mob of birds in the background. It didn't really look like an attack.
I mean, it kind of makes
Sort
sense
of
why there'd
vibe.
be so many birds in the apocalypse. I mean, all the humans get raptured. Birds cannot go to heaven. They will not go
Oh,
to
yeah.
heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they're here
They keep
still.
learning.
And
they keep learning
they
all
are
the
now the
dirty
dominant
words.
species.
They have cloacas. They shit from the same place that they reproduce from. That's a sinful act. It's in the Bible.
Thou shalt not mix the two ports.
Oh.
Yeah.
So one thing that you can do is, even though you're not really able to build up defenses, you might be able to take advantage of already built defenses.
Yes.
Go to the carnival. They've got tents. What
Yeah.
are tents but defenses?
Yeah, and
Join the caravan.
they've also got like those games, those carnival games, like the ones with the guns and stuff, and the bandits will be like, ooh, I want to win a stuffed animal of Captain America.
But you run the carnival, so you can totally just get more money from the bandits, because all carnival games are pretty much unwinnable. And
Yeah,
even if
yeah.
they do win,
You
what are you
rig
getting? Yeah.
And then, of course, you're generating electricity with your bike.
Mm-hmm.
You can
The
tell
power
by the
grid's
plus and the
offline.
minus.
The power grid's offline, so you will have to... Unfortunately, if you decide to take up residence in the carnival in order to protect yourself, you will have to power the carnival. The whole thing.
I do need to ask, whose side is the heavily armored tardigrade on?
I think those are the bandits?
Like, if that's the bandits, we're hosed, because that is a water bear, and you cannot kill those with anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dressed like Captain America, so you can hurt its feelings by telling it the Marvel movies suck.
I mean, that's why we're not fighting them. We're tricking them with carnival
Everyone you knew
games.
is dead now.
I don't care what you say, I am not sacrificing my Captain America bobblehead to them.
Maybe they fused with the Captain America Funko Pop.
Oh my god.
I will stand firm.
I knew that this was going to happen. This is why we should have never taken in those irradiated Funko Pops. I know.
It all started poorly.
I know.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
so
we did very rapidly hoard the most valuable thing
Funko
on the
Pops.
planet
Yeah.
left over.
We
Yeah,
had to expect bandits at a certain point.
yeah. This is why we got the movie.
What's going on with you
Yeah,
and birds?
especially-
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't know. I really don't know. I
Look,
really didn't
this-
even think about how many
this is
birds
the
there were.
This is the payoff. We bribed the parrot, and they brought their friends. They're here for us now.
The birds on our side.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to like scroll through all the slides now. Do
No,
I
you're
have a problem with birds?
I think
gonna
that's something
bring
for
this-
you to reflect on. Is all
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying.
bring the stack of slides to my therapist and be like, I don't know, maybe there's something to talk about here.
And then you celebrate your 5th Twitter anniversary.
I
Yeah.
want to believe that your therapist is already in the audience and is just taking notes.
Oh god, I would never tell a
Once
therapist
you
about
fought
this.
off, once you fought off the bandits, I think at this point you can really like just kick back and relax. You know, enjoy your 5th Twitter anniversary, as you mentioned. You know, start a Twitch stream.
Yeah. Twitch streaming and Funko Pops. Living the life.
Partially fused with the Twitch logo.
Well, that's just a tattoo. I mean,
Ah.
some people aren't
On your
willing to
face.
go all the way in order to sell out for Twitch. Some people just don't have that commitment, but I do appreciate that that's what they're encouraging here, is that, you know, if you're going to celebrate, live it up.
And then, and that's why Author Blues in the month of August for charity is getting a Twitch tattoo.
Well, I mean, nobody said
It's
it had to be
rapidly
permanent.
moving along.
Anyways,
How to host
so
a
we're
fancy
celebrating.
dinner. Yeah,
We're celebrating.
The gargoyle.
We protected not only ourselves, but the more important thing, our prized Funko Pop collection.
The most valuable of which is the rare gargoyle.
The gargoyle.
You gotta have the gargoyle. And I mean, if you're going to celebrate, it's important to do it up big, right? A lot of people, they're just gonna invite friends over and make a big pan of baked ziti or something like that.
Yeah.
Go all out, like stage a new iteration of the ancient Greek games. You know?
Yeah.
We have to establish that we are now an economic force to be reckoned with,
Right.
and how better to do that than feed everybody?
We are a society at this point. The meme has come full circle.
And your dinner is so fresh that you slaughter the chickens like 2 hours beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to
man.
pause and say that I checked the rest of the slides, and this is the last fucking bird.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I can't believe that
No, I
society
lied. There's one
ended,
more bird.
and the.
Well, you'll see why I couldn't recognize it as a bird.
Never
Anyways.
apologize for birds.
I can't believe that society ended and we couldn't think of anything better to do than reestablish society. What's wrong with us?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
fucked up.
man.
Pretty soon we're gonna reestablish capitalism.
A lot of people aren't willing to make traditional dishes anymore. A lot of people, you know, it's fine. Not a lot of people have time anymore, so you kind of buy something frozen here, you buy something pre-made there. But I think it's important that we stick to tradition and slaughter our chickens directly over a bed of pasta.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, into the oven at 350 for 25 minutes.
What do you think the red sauce is made from?
Exactly.
Oh,
Field
you're right.
to table.
Okay.
All right, I think we've covered these ones pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So
Unfortunately, the dinner party goes south.
It goes very wrong.
At this time of year.
well, you kind of cursed. It was a cursed bird that you've made and put in the oven. So your house is on fire.
These are the instructions,
heckin'.
by the way. This is a natural progression that's happening.
yeah.
It's not an accident. Like, if you host a fancy dinner party, your house will be on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
this
why.
happened in The Sims.
You need to be ready.
And
And
that's.
so, in exchange for endangering the lives of all your guests, you need to make like a kind of mea culpa. You need to make some jelly floppy disks and hearts for taste.
You give them a giant candy button sheet
Mhm.
as
Yeah,
a.
And
Don't
in
let the
doing
house fire interrupt your great Moncala game.
In the future,
not-
Moncala will have 3 rows.
Do not alarm your guests, and they will love you.
They'll love you
Yeah.
so much they'll blow you kisses with their eyes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you'll meet your anime wife, your future anime wife, because what else could you need in your new society other than a queen?
I'm a fool, and I remain faithful to the draft that I married in, what, the second prompt?
First one.
Okay, so
First
like
one.
you're out of house,
I really
up
blew
a
the load
wife.
there.
That's
Out of the house, up a wife. What now?
That's a trade up as far as I'm concerned. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Material possessions are temporary, but love is forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when she has eyes like a fucking frog, Hypnotoad.
And you've replaced your limb with a cuttlefish, clearly.
Okay.
Huh.
Why? To what end?
To cuddle with your anime wife.
Oh.
It's not cuddle, it's cuddle.
No, it absolutely is 2 Ds. Do not at me. It's 2 Ds. It's a cuttlefish.
And then you're feeling really, like, embarrassed about, like, your new limb. Like, you think maybe, oh, this was a bad idea. I'm really sorry, new anime wife, if you find me disgusting. And it's fine, because she takes off her shirt and shows you that she has a tattoo of a banana grimacing on the side of her tit.
With a WobblyPython pompadour on it?
Yeah.
God! Why am I all over the apocalypse? What happened?
Because you
Oh.
survived!
It's the grimacing WobblyPython banana.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about all the rest of you then. You know, just in advance.
Just be aware that if you do host a fancy dinner party, that is considered to be a sin and you will go to hell, so.
Oh yeah, you will run into, but I mean, you didn't get raptured to begin with, so you already know that.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You're gonna get a lot of rice in hell, though. They really love rice down there.
They love their rice. Can I offer you a delicious flan?
Oh, okay, so clearly you're still gonna need to do your taxes.
I hate that the
when you're
IRS survives into the apocalypse, but of course they didn't get raptured. Of course they didn't.
Alright.
Hide your money in your gorilla foot bath toilet.
So, first off, the way that you find out that you need to do your taxes is when you're at the Yahtzee table and the lady who's dealing tells you that you don't have any more money to spend. You're like, what the fuck?
when you're playing with your miniature baseball set.
So you call up your husband and you say, honey, we're out of money. He's like, we absolutely are, while he's hiding it all under the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
this is the nest egg.
Look,
In this
down
metaphor,
here, they
is the
can't find
toilet
it.
the nest?
And also the egg.
Okay.
Oh god.
You know,
That
Cronenberg
makes sense.
stuff. Don't worry
You
about
can see,
it.
like, the really fucked up toilet bowl, like, for no reason.
So you
Just,
pet
like,
your robot
reason.
dog and say, look, buddy, we're gonna have to sell you in order to...
Looks like Fido, Ibo, whatever the fuck his name is now.
Yeah, Ibo.
He's not getting any more treats, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no kidding.
Would you do it for a Bitcoin, Ibo?
Good lord.
Bluff, bluff, bluff. So you try to pick up an extra job. You're running DoorDash for McDonald's. McDonald's also survives into the apocalypse.
Oh yeah, and does DoorDash. And, of course, your very first customer is Algogoth, the Dark Lord of all sins.
He tips well, though. I mean, you can see, like, he's tipped well, and he also has given you a mysterious green box of herbs, and says, like, gives you a wink. At least you think it's a wink. There's a big robe. It's hard to say.
Yeah, and you're not really sure if he has eyes functionally, but, like, something moves in there, and you're pretty sure it was a wink.
It's strange that he knew about your troubles with the IRS, but he did seem to
Yeah.
think that this green box was going to help you.
Yeah, but you can't say that the tip was, like, enough to offset the gas prices of going down to his dark lair.
Is it ever?
Yeah, that's true.
Even though you
could
have a
taken
smart car.
Public transit.
So what do you do?
Pray.
Pray.
Pray to the Overlord. It's just your
Maybe
giant
just-
son.
Maybe invest in a little sacred geometry, you know, just to help cover the bases.
Yeah, just
And then-
consult the Sephiroth and see.
Yeah, is this the Sephiroth on, like, an upside-down water cooler?
Dolly has a hard time with the Kabbalah, okay?
Everyone has a hard time with the Kabbalah. I don't know how you expected better from Dali.
I mean, it did fuck it up so badly that you accidentally summoned Wilford Brimley. But, you know, it's okay. He'll bail you out.
Yeah,
Sure, he
he'll
still has a
manage.
lot of money from those diabetes ads.
Yeah.
My name is Wilford Brimley, and I'm here to cook your books.
If it gets that bad, you can summon Wilford Brimley.
You know, if you're in that deep because you were at the Yahtzee table, you better summon Wilford Brimley.
I don't know how you're playing Yahtzee, but I have not lost that much money at Yahtzee.
Well, look at Oz. The other blue's good at Yahtzee.
Some of us
Look.
don't play for keeps, sorry.
Look,
Oh, I
you're-
see. You're playing softcore Yahtzee. No, you gotta step up this game. You gotta come to the
Hardcore
big boy
Yahtzee.
table, Oz. You gotta play some real money Yahtzee.
To be fair, this is the same universe we collected a bunch of irradiated Funko Pops. We're not smart. We're not smart. That's why we're gonna try to hail a cab.
How to hail a taxi cab? Well, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create an orb of pure light.
Oh yeah.
That's going to get their attention. Trust me.
But you have to be really careful. No butterflies. They fucking hate butterflies.
They do.
Oh god, do they ever. They're like one butterfly and all of a sudden, like halfway across the world, a bunch of taxi cabs will explode.
Additionally, you need to not listen to the gargoyles who tell you that they need the orb of light to keep
You
it
mean
safe.
the
from forces
landlord?
of
Like,
evil.
I'm going to listen to him in the first place. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
landlords are always taking my orbs.
They keep turning into gargoyles.
The gargoyles are like, you know how there's like unlicensed taxi cab services that will like extort you for money?
Uh-huh.
So this is like the gargoyles who are like, hey, I'll get you to your destination fast, just hop on my back. And then they're like, that'll be $500 for air travel. Yeah, I got permits. And then you gotta be like, no, I don't want any of your business, gargoyle. I just want a normal fucking taxi. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, your landgoyle he threatens to stop you from being able to hail a taxi, but you've got 3 arms and 3 legs, and you're going to demonstrate how powerful you are by doing a 2-handed push-up.
You are a human cartwheel, like a
Yeah.
non-stop cartwheel.
You would kick ass at Twister.
I
You
would
just be
cartwheel the fuck out of you.
unprecedented.
Yeah, but what do you do in Twister when it says right leg or left leg? You've got 3 legs, my guy.
What you do is flex off, clearly.
It's a non-binary leg. It can do both.
Yeah, my leg is direction fluid.
Middle leg green? Well, some of us don't have a middle leg, sorry.
How do we make Twister more accessible to people with grotesque mutations?
Don't play Twister, usually is the answer.
You know what? That's fair.
That's
Okay.
fair.
So once we have, I guess, played Twister,
Master the Katana.
So our orb is starting to leak light. It's not looking so good. It's looking kind of gross.
All things are temporary, especially orbs.
So we gotta lay it on top of some tarot cards.
consult the tarot. Just simply ask the question, will I be picked up by a taxi cab today? Remember, the death card is not a bad sign. That means change. And that means that you will get from where you are to where you're going.
The one that's got like 2 fuzzy looking birds on it though, that's your
Another bird, come on.
I swear to Christmas, it is not a bird. I'm gonna be seeing birds everywhere. Oth's gonna be seeing hell, like, among us demons, philosophers, and I'm just gonna see birds everywhere.
So once it turns out that you can't find a taxi, you gotta become Sephiroth.
Mhm.
Just fight for a taxi.
Hang on, I'm still consulting the tarot. I'll have some cards for us here in a second.
Okay.
So once you have mastered the katana, how's this going to help us hail a taxi cab?
Well, you're gonna actually find inner peace, and maybe you don't need a taxi, or you're gonna the katana work is gonna give you like big kissable lips, and like it's gonna stop a taxi. They're gonna be like, whoa.
But watch out for the pelicans who are going to want that kiss you're offering.
Okay, this is not a joke. I did pull out a tarot deck and I did draw a card, and it is the death card.
Of course.
Oh
Nice.
my god. And that
Alright.
symbolizes the lettuce stuck to your face.
Okay,
Awesome.
you've fought a taxi, you've horrified a taxi.
Those kissable lips are really going to help a taxi driver know that you are going to be a polite and kind passenger and maybe give a smooch.
Trustworthy. Noble.
Then you get into the taxi though, and there's just like he's picked up fucking everyone on the street. You're all packed into the back of a taxi.
That's the party
Like this
cab.
guy like
Taxi
has absolutely let a terrible fart out, and that's why he's kind of doing a little hee.
I hate the party cab. You never want to be in the party cab.
fucking party
Unfortunately,
cab.
the IRS auditor will find you.
Mhm. He's always auditing cabs.
He heard that you got a big source of income from Wilford Brimley and wanted to know why you didn't declare that.
You know,
And
I
now,
gotta.
after you've been cleaned out by the IRS once again, you need to go to you have to circle back around to another prompt, which is to pick beans off of your abundant beanstalk.
Yeah,
and
remember
sell
how
those.
good that produce you grew was?
Yeah. Look, it's even growing pills now. I've got like a Xanax and some Adderall on there.
I think there's even a pill that helps you hail a taxi cab.
Yeah, and your problems are solved.
You take one of those pills, you don't even remember why you wanted the taxi cab in the first place.
You will teleport, but only to a dumpster behind the remnants of a Taco Bell.
Okay, so there's quite a few left. Do you want to go to the last set of 3?
Okay, you want me to jump to it?
I mean, I feel bad because there's a decent amount left, and
How many left?
I think there's 4 prompts left.
That's not so bad.
All right, as long as you're there.
We'll jump to this one, and we'll pick up from here.
Okay.
We've cut out a few just to keep it moving.
It's not more birds, you mean people.
So how do you sing in the shower? Start with banana? You may be surprised to find out that step 1 does actually involve banana. Singing is a very taxing activity, and you are going to need to bulk up on potassium.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then you have to pray to the Lord.
On your tablet, no less. Because
you gotta know the old hymns.
You gotta know them. You gotta listen to Ave Maria.
And then reproduce it.
That's literally the only song anyone sings in the shower, right?
Yes. Me especially.
At the very least, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah. And you have to stretch your vocal cords, which you might misunderstand and think you have to stretch your legs, which not quite, but it's a step.
It is the apocalypse. You don't know where my vocal cords are. Stop being so judgy.
That's true.
Also, I mean, singing is a full body activity. You may want to limber up a little bit.
That's true. And breakdancing is the best way to do that.
In my
also help prepare you for Apocalypse Twister.
That's true.
Let's go to...
So excited about it.
Let's go to the next one.
So, first you're gonna consult with the evil Snuggle Bear. He's peeking out. Like, you're going to take off your clothes, you're tossing them in the bin, and he's like, woo-hoo! And you're like, fuck, he's gonna hear me singing. This is awful, I hate this.
It's the fan service apocalypse.
If you do really care a lot about singing well in the shower, though, you may want to consider hiring a vocal coach. And I think you couldn't go wrong with Randy Savage.
Of course, Randy Savage is like...
Ooh, yeah, brother, that vibrato is great.
Yeah, he's not just good, he's also very encouraging. Like, yeah.
It's the cream of the crop and it's gonna rise to the top of your register.
And you also want to keep your throat silky smooth, which is why you want to eat raw potato slices with the skin.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very starchy. Everyone knows that starch is good for the vocal cords.
Put a little seasoned salt on them. They're delicious.
Gotta eat just plain potatoes. A lot of people make that mistake. A lot of people make that. It's an easy mistake to make.
I guess that's why I can never hit the high registers. It's a seasoned salt. It's like season up my voice.
Tis the season.
So what are we doing next? What are we doing next?
You're getting a consultation from Tron.
Yeah, battle the guy from Tron.
Well, he's really good at singing, and he heard your chords through the wall. Because you live in an apartment, you fucking idiot. Why are you singing in the shower in an apartment?
Yeah, but that jackass uses auto-tuner programs.
And then, you rip out your vocal cords and smooch them. You're like, I love you, vocal cords. Together we can do this. Or actually,
me well,
because
vocal cords, you've served me well.
Except you've ripped them out, so it actually comes out as
which puts us in a perfect position to become the new Thor.
Yes.
The new Beastmaster holding a bird.
No,
he's got a falcon on his arm.
It circles around to birds every time.
I'm gonna if I'm going to clip that scene, I'm gonna turn it into a GIF, and then I'm gonna non-stop post that GIF in your own goddamn Discord!
Whenever the editor gets around to looking at this
Ty
episode.
Tuesday dressing up as the Beastmaster, yep.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that is a big Tuesday, isn't it?
It is extremely Ty Tuesday.
Ty Tuesday,
Love that
mascot
guy.
of the universe.
I'm just gonna do a master tweet at the end of this of all of the prompts I gave.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
I need slow zoom-ins on every bird, like, during the clip reel.
What are we doing now? Are we gonna do more, or are we moving on?
We got 2 more prompts. We can either power through them, or we can just skip to the last one and do that one.
I would say skip to the last one. That one.
Okay.
That one.
Don't worry about how to take care of your puppy. It's not gonna make it.
Yeah,
You did miss an Albert Wesker, so.
How to eat the rich. Absolutely.
Yeah, the most important one. That's why we gotta fight this one.
I assume we missed a prompt in here where we lost our Funko Pop collection. Otherwise, we would be the rich, right?
That's true.
Yeah, that was part of the puppy. Your puppy ate all of your Funko Pops.
God. Poor guy.
WikiHow Elon Musk's tiny face.
Is that tiny face Elon Musk? Because it just seemed like normal face Elon Musk to me.
This is a tower deal,
Right?
That's just how his face looks.
You're right. Have you ever noticed that his smile is just like put on upside down?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I got to exploit the workers. Hey, I eat their pizza. Yay!
So I don't think it's so
I'm becoming the
crucial
new
to figure
ruler.
out-
I got the gasoline.
I don't think it's so crucial necessarily to figure out who we're gonna eat. I mean, it's obviously him. But like how to make it taste good, right? You know, we're hosting another fancy dinner. And we got to make that happen. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put on all of our finest leather, and we're going to hunt him down. The fear makes him taste better.
We also have some tusks as part of the radiation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's everyone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seek information from your raccoon friends. They are likewise willing to steal.
Yeah,
they know-
raccoons live in dumpsters. They're like the first to like rat out billionaires.
Yeah, they will.
They know trash when they see it.
So this raccoon is helpfully pointing in the direction of Elon Musk.
Hey, he's over there.
Get him. Get his ass. Ally with the centaur people.
So the centaurs have a long history of eating people. And so we're going to ask them for preparation instructions. Because the problem is like, I know how to cook chicken, 350 for a certain amount of time. I know how to cook beef. I've never cooked human. So I'm going to take it up with an expert.
Look, statistically, billionaires are a minority, so we're not going to get a lot of chances here. We got to make this count.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean it's a rare game, and they're gonna put you like in a training session. They're gonna be like, if you run here and pray under the stars, you will get the finest recipe.
You also have to fight your way past the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Oh fuck! God.
Now one with their pants.
That's the irradiation.
Yeah, it keeps happening. It does that.
So now theoretically
Cursing
we've
the
gotten
sun.
the recipe. The recipe has happened, so we're going to go back to our oven. Go ahead and type in. As everyone knows now, it's 425 for 65 minutes.
You'd think it would dry it out, but they're fat cats, so they take a bit. They can take a punishment and still come out juicy.
We need to send...
We're tasting the sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We also are going to need to send an away team to Mars to go get that son of a bitch and bring it back.
Like he thought he could run away, but
We're
you
just
know
preheating
that
the oven right now.
And unfortunately, because it turns out that Elon Musk is too rotten for even us to eat, we have to dispose him as toxic waste.
That's right. You got to know when a meal just didn't turn out. That's when you call for pizza.
Yeah.
And that's what it is about, and that's what we should really take away. You should ignite the rich and then order yourself a pizza while you watch the flames.
Well, we did our best to try to figure it out. Unfortunately, the WikiHow articles did get a little damaged, but the picture seemed clear enough. It doesn't seem like we probably made any mistakes along the way, and I think we have a pretty good grasp of how to survive the apocalypse now.
So do you, dear viewer.
I mean, it's just as helpful as any WikiHow article actually is.